A I S. Oh, that's a low one. We'll do it again. S L E Y. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. A Princess Paisley. That's a nice. I like the alliteration of the P's in it. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Plosive P's. Plosive P's. Punctuated. Precipitously. Oh, thank you for following Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Princess Paisley. Thank you for following. Welcome to the hills. Welcome. Welcome. And how have you been, lobster? Laguna, 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 lobster, Laguna, lobster, Laguna, 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 lobster, Laguna, lobster, Laguna. How have you been? I did it wrong. I did a bad job drinking the water. I'm sorry you've been down in the dumps, lobster. Lobster lagoon. I'm sorry you've been down in the lagoon. Lobster, I'm so sorry that you've been feeling down in the lagoon today. I hope you rise up, lobster. I hope you rise up into the lake. I hope you rise up into the upper echelons of the lake and have a nice time up in the lake. I had a good time. I didn't do anything on the Easter Sunday. I did not do anything on Easter Sunday. I'm not a practicing Christian or anything. So I do not usually do anything on the Easter. I do partake in the eating and candy, though. I do partake in the opportunity to consume candy, though. And I did, and I paid the price, of course. I paid the price, which is, I don't know, whatever the chocolate cost, plus the impact upon my body. Whispered affirmations for lobster. Whispered affirmations for lobster. That's a great idea. I love when people hear request affirmations for other people. That's so nice. I think that's so nice. Oh, Vox. Do we want to do the special site? The special site. Let's look for affirmations. Hold on. Okay, wait. I was gonna do joke ones, but hold on. I found some really nice ones when we were doing the charity stream last time. Okay, we were doing the charity stream ones. And there was this really nice welcome packet for people when they for autistic adults who were newly diagnosed or recognized that they were autistic. And they just had some really nice comments here that I want to read. And they made me feel really good. I hope they'll make you feel really good. So these might not be relevant to you because they're for people who were recently diagnosed as autistic and are being welcomed into the community. But I think that could be a really nice feeling. Oh, thank you so much, Lobster, for cheering as well. Okay. This one. Welcome. Congratulations. It will be better. even if you've spent your whole life doing so. I love that line. That line was so good. You are not required to suffer fools kindly, even if you've spent your whole life doing so. This isn't something to mourn. You are not a failure. You are perfect. And there are a lot of us out here who want you in our lives exactly as you are. Cassian said that. Like, isn't that just super, like, doesn't it give you like a warm feeling inside hearing that? You were made wonderfully. Princess Paisley says that, oh, their life has spun them into a hole of depression. I'm so sorry. Here's one. Be kind to yourself. Often, a later in life autism diagnosis and or recognition is met with a strange sense of relief and overwhelming angst. Don't expect that your story will be exactly like another person's. We are all individuals in our own right. Our life experiences play a big role in how we learn to accept who we are. So be open to learning from others. Be careful not to buy into myths like high and low functioning, as these labels are not all representative of autistic people overall. Lastly, reach out to the greater disability community. There are so many wonderful women who are reaching out all across all disabilities and experiences to help one another. You know you see the world differently. You know you think differently. And that's a beautiful thing. Oh, thank you so much for following Akudoi. Welcome to the Hell Zone. You are not broken, and this is nothing new. You are not broken, and this is nothing new. It's how you are. It's how you are, how you always have been, and this is just the name of it. You are wonderful. I love that. I love that one, because for autism, people come into it and they're like, people are told like, hey, I'm autistic, but then you get, this idea where it's like, you are not broken, this is nothing new, it's how you are, it's how you've always been, and this is just the name of it. I think that's such a great idea, that's such a great feeling. Yeah, it's okay, Paisley, things will get better, I've got depression, personally, and it gets better, you can work on it, and you can work on it, and you can beat that sucker to a pulp until it's in the corner, and it feels bad about itself for making you feel depressed. Beating the depression that is not a person. Here's a good one. Embrace what you are feeling. It's a pathway to liberation of who you always have been. You are not alone in how you view the world. It's okay to experience a variety of emotions, or none at all. Take the time to process the information and seek other women like us who are willing to be a safe space. Sabrina said that. This is a good thing. No, really, this is a good thing. Diagnosis means you're going to have access to ideas for coping strategies and tricks to help your brain into not being mad at you and the universe, everything around you. This is not a punishment or a sentence. This is a description that gives you access to resources. This is empowering. And I think, honestly, that works for even something like depression, Even if you have a diagnosis of depression, even if it's just a self-diagnosis, honestly, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to know that, because it's just words, right? It's words that help you cope. It's words that help you move on and deal with what you have going on. That's always been something that I've been really, always tried to remind people, but they're like, hey, I was diagnosed with autism, I was diagnosed with depression, I was diagnosed with autism and depression at the same time, because they often happen together. No, Princess Paisley, if you cry, if you feel like you want to cry, you cry. Crying is good for you. Crying is like very cathartic. If you want to cry by yourself, you can do that too, but Our society makes it hard to be autistic and to make sense of our experiences in light of that. And that's not your fault. Consider doing some things differently in your life to make things easier for yourself. There's no mandate to do things in a way that's as hard for you as possible. Read about experience of invisible disabilities other than autism. A lot of the things we go through with having our experiences denied or hidden or being made to feel lazy, wrong, or incompetent have commonalities with people with other disabilities. And they have a lot of valuable things to say. That was Emily. Oh, that's so nice. Colton wants me to say, you are loved. You are loved. Love. Love. You are loved. You are loved. Love. 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 You are loved. You out there. You right there. You. I'm talking to you. To you. To you. To you. Right there. You're loved. Okay. You are loved. You are loved. And you are deserving of love. You deserve the love that you already have. You have love already. You are loved already. And you deserve it. You are loved. You are loved. And it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because you are loved. There are people who care about you. Specifically you, the person right there across who's watching this on their screen. You are loved. You are. It's true. I know you might think it's like, oh, not me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. But it's true. You are loved. Right there. Right there. Who's loved? Oh, I don't know. The beautiful person watching this. That's the person who's loved. Oh, you want to switch yours to pretty? Okay. Pretty. Pretty. You're pretty. You're also pretty. You are loved and also pretty. Honestly, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful person. It doesn't matter if you have self-image issues, right? It doesn't matter if you look in the mirror and you see someone that you don't like. You're pretty and you're beautiful. The person inside there, that's a beautiful person. You're a beautiful person. It doesn't even matter if you think that you're like, oh yeah, I don't know, I don't like the way that I look. You look great. You look amazing. You look so good. You look wonderful. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful person. There are so many different types of people that are here in the world. There's so many different types of, think about all of the human beings that exist in the world. There's not just one kind of beautiful. There are so many kinds of beautiful. Don't compare yourself to other people who don't. If you're like, oh, I don't fit this kind of standard, I don't fit that kind of standard, that doesn't matter. You are beautiful. You are beautiful because you're a person. You're beautiful because you're you. Trigger word of positivity. 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 I don't know how to speak about this one. Just about positivity. 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 Do you want me to just actually say the word positivity over and over again? Positivity. 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 I'm positive. I'm positive that positivity is positive. Positivity. 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 That's me sending positivity beams into your face. Positivity beams. 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 It's so hard to be positive if you're like me. If you are like me and you are like the most cynical human being on the planet Earth, welcome. You're not alone in that either. You're not alone in that. If you look at everything and you're like, yeah, okay, listen. I get this whole positive thing. I get this whole idea of being positive and looking on the bright side. But guess what? Not for me. Not for me. I'm too smart for that. I know the odds. I'm not gonna win everything. I'm not gonna be the top and best at everything. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You can be positive anyway. Do you know why? Because it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free to be Yeah, Coleman has the right of it, I think. If you feel like, if you want to just vent, sometimes people just vent in chat. That's okay too. It's okay to do that. It's okay. Coleman wants to know if it's okay if you say Bible verse. I mean, I probably won't read it out loud if that's okay, but you're okay to say it. You're okay to say it. I don't mind it. If you are feeling emotion, if you are feeling like you gotta cry, you gotta get those emotions out. You let those emotions out. You let those emotions out. Do you know why? Because they're gonna come out anyway. They are going to come out anyway because that's what emotions do. Emotions, it's like a liquid, right? It's like a liquid. You can bottle it up. You can bottle it up. But if you leave it in there, it's just gonna get shaken up. It's gonna get shaken up, and then it's gonna pop right out like a champagne bottle. You know, you get those emotions out because otherwise they're gonna come out on their own, and they might not come out in the way that you like. You know, they could come out as anger. They could come out as hurting people. If you get those emotions out and get them out in a reasonable way, you know, if you're sad, you cry. If you want to talk about it, you talk about it. It's a good thing to do that because otherwise they'll come out and they might hurt somebody. You know, that's happened before. It's happened to other people before. It's happened to me before. You know, it's happened to other people to me before, and I'm not like that. Hello, little soda, little soda, little soda, little soda, little soda. Hello. I'm glad you're getting hydrated, Fossils. That's gonna help you too. You're gonna have such good dreams. You're gonna have like the best dreams. You're gonna have like a dream where you're just like on a lazy river full of water. You're gonna have a dream where you are Pepsi Man. You're gonna be Pepsi Man in your dream where you are just made of Pepsi, and you're gonna bust through people's house. And you're not the Kool-Aid Man. You're the Pepsi Man. It's different. It's a different thing, but you're still gonna bust through the walls. You're gonna do that. Pepsi Man. Mickey Boy Jr. likes to bottle up their emotions until they aren't there anymore. Mickey Boy Jr., I hate to tell you, those emotions are still there. You just don't know where they are. If you bottle up your emotions until they aren't there anymore, they're still in there. And they're going to come out some other way. They're going to come out maybe in 30 years as a trauma. In the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario, they're going to be... I always recommend people should get those emotions out. Get those emotions out. Talk about it. Feel it out. You know. Just express that. Express that shit. You know. Get it out there. Even if just vomit that emotion onto the floor. At least it's not inside you anymore. You know. You know what I mean. It's good. I promise it's a good thing to do. I promise it's a good thing to do. And that's coming from a doctor. Well, wait, no, it's not. It's not actually coming from a doctor. Right? Forgot that part. HD suggests a 3DO. Honestly, I thought about it. A 3DO is a really good mic, but it's also $400 minimum. They also have a new one that's like even higher. I think they go up to the thousands, definitely. But ears on it. It will not have ears on it, but it is very expensive. It is very expensive. Yes, I am enjoying living in my beautiful beachfront villa on the Ka'anapali coast of Maui, or somewhere better. HD suggests a task cam. HD, you're lucky. I was just talking about a task cam. I was just talking about how we were probably going to get a task cam at 30 subs. Probably going to get a task cam. Either that or a Rode mic. One of those two. McBoy Jr. asks if suppressing their emotions and bottling them up might have to do with their anger and stress right now. Do I think that? McBoy Jr., yes, I do think that, actually. I think that is exactly the reason. I think that might exactly be the reason. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Princess Paisley. That is such a bummer. I'm so sorry. That's rough. Listen, it's hard to get through. It's hard to get through that stuff. It's hard to get through those sad feelings, but getting through it, definitely cry it out. You gotta cry that out. You gotta cry it out. You know, nobody's gonna get upset with you for crying it out. If you gotta cry it out, you cry it out. You cry that. You cry those eyes out. It'll be okay. It will be okay. It will be okay. It will feel better. It might feel like it's never going to feel better, but it will feel better at your own pace. That's right. That's right. Voxels. That's the right of it. Do it at your own pace. Do what feels right to you. And don't feel like anybody else is going to be hurt by your grief, you know, and what's going on. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Be okay. 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 Excuse me, all that water drinking. How does inaudible whispering sound in echoing, by the way? I don't know if I've heard this before. McBoy Jr., you are allowed to have those feelings. You gotta have those feelings. They're gonna make you upset. McBoy Jr., you let those feelings out, okay? Unlock that cage. Unlock that cage. Let those feelings fly free, you know? Those are gonna be in there. Those are gonna hurt you if you don't let them out, you know? You gotta let those feelings out. You gotta let those feelings out. It's a big one too. Those are big feelings. Here, listen. I know that this has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but it does have something to do with what we were talking about before. We were talking about HD was talking about mics. So here is a link to the wish list for the Hellzone Club, where I have a couple of mics that are on TINKMAKPUSHDIEJ. Thank you for following. I'm not going to repeat that. Thank you for following and welcome to the Hell Zone. But yes, so on that list, we are looking at the Zoom H4n Pro. The Zoom H4n Pro, which is a good mic. That's a really good one. And the Rode NT, which would be the Rode NT1, I believe. But the USB version, so you can you don't have to get external equipment to equip it. The 3DO obviously would be good, but it is also about almost double the price. And those are the main mics that we were looking at. But so it's probably going to be one of the first two there. For that is what we're thinking. And obviously there will be more information about that on the Discord later. Ice wants me to whisper. Time to go inside. Time to go inside. Hey, time to go inside. Time to go inside. Time to go inside. Hey, it's time to go inside. 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 Inside. It's time to go inside. It's time to go inside. Good night to you, HHCD, HHCHD. I don't know what's wrong with reading that. I keep reading other letters. Difficult. Good night. So relax, 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 relax. It's okay. Relax, 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 relax. Relax, 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 relax. Relax, 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 just relax, okay, just relax, relax, it's gonna be okay, relax, 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 oh, 2 a.m. Yes. So it probably is more, let's see, 12, 1, 2, yeah, that's East Coast time equivalent, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's East Coast time equivalent. I used to live on the East Coast. I used to live in New York. New York, baby. New York, baby. I used to live up there in New York and upstate New York. And we went to New York City for college. I went to New York City for college. So I spent a lot of time in the EST time zone. And it wasn't until about 10 years ago, I moved out here to California and I'm on PST since then. Here in the California grape yards, where it's the middle of the day for me. This is definitely, I brought my computer chair out here. Don't worry that the lighting seems different. Nope, I'm actually sitting here. There's no green screen involved at all. Central time in Minnesota. Very good, very nice, very nice. I'm not good at the Minnesota dialect. I apologize. I've never been there myself. But I've heard it gets very cold. It's very cold, I heard. Catboy is in Pacific time. Hello, Catboy. Welcome, Pacific Catboy. Pacific Catboy. That's the ideal kind of catboy, if you ask me. Welcome. Synthetic, 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 synthetic. Yes, yeah, Oregon is Pacific, yes. It is. Catboy, thank you for following. Lovely to have you, Catboy. Welcome to the Hill Zone. Oh, Grandfather sauce. Grandfather sauce is in Boston. That's pretty cool. I love Boston. I've only been there once, but it was very nice when I was there. Boston is a cool place to be. Very chill. A lot of old buildings there, but it's a nice place. Boston. Smelly Spooky has been asleep for a while now. Did I wake you up? I apologize. I hope not. Spaghetti. 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 salt, 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 salt. The perfect ASMR clip for when you do badly at